Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Node.js Technical Steering Committee meeting of the 4th of March, 2026. I'm joined here by my fellow Node.js ESC members, and please edit the minutes and plug yourself as in, guys. So let's start with our usual agenda. First things first, are there any announcements?
I have an announcement. I'm preparing Node 20, which is the Node 20.20.1, which is the last release for the 20 release line, probably. So, and it will be end of life in around 1 month. So users start to migrate to newer Node.js versions.
Perfect. I want to add that Node.js Collaborator Summit organization is underway and is confirmed for London at the Bloomberg office.
And if you are planning attending in person, please remember to register with the register form in time.
14th and 15th of April. Okay. Perfect. Please, folks, remember to nominate people for the Contribute Spotlight. Now it's time for the CPC and board meeting. We had a board meeting last Friday. There is a shared concern from the board related to the status of the security spam. Okay, and what if we need anything to handle that case? We could ask, essentially. I'm writing on the minutes, state security reporting case and yeah, okay. Then at the CPC there is discussions for adopting the V3 of the collaborator covenant code of conduct, and it's discussing. There's a little bit of debate on a couple of clauses that were changed and added that might be create more conflicts. So we're trying to iron them out. Oh, there is one thing. There was a charter change, and now the collaborators, the OpenJS, the CPC can spawn a working group instead of collaboration space, whatever. Okay, just name changes. There is also another change that has been coming, which is a change in how the elections will be done and the voting will be done, and it's going to be significantly simplified. This will not change much on the This will not change anything in practical terms, but there's been a change in the charter. And let me get the actual PR that was with the change. Here we go. This is it, if you are curious. Issue PR 1698 on the Cross Project Council repo. So essentially, there is no recertification. Oh, there is somebody wanted to join, Roy. The key part of the change is there is no recertification of the impact projects, okay? So basically, they can stay there forever until the project decides otherwise. Then there is election for the non-impact voting members, okay? Essentially, that is the main change. And yeah, that is most of the main change. Okay. Perfect. Then we are going to the list of issues, okay? There is issue 2, 3. I'm sorry, I probably, let's go in order. Okay, don't worry. Rafa is here. Is Rafa here? No. There is an issue opened by Raphael, issue 1826 on the Node.js TSC repo, which is the more smooth security report to a public workflow. I don't know if you want to talk about these at all during this call. Oh, Rafa is coming. Okay.
Hello.
Just talking about you.
Oh yeah. Okay.
About your proposal. So.
Okay. So I don't think we need to discuss that on this TSC call. I just created that issue so we can have a chat, a brainstorm about some ideas, and possibly we'll discuss that further in the Collaborator Summit.
Perfect. Okay. Did you propose a session already?
Yes, in the security one.
Sorry, in the Collaborator Summit repo.
Yeah, yes. I wrote two, one for security and one for release.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Next issue is issue 1800, Collaborator Summit 2026. I think I can remove the TSC agenda for now. Okay. Perfect. Then there are a few issues that have been there for a long time. I will need to clean them up at some point. So there is update charter with communication responsibilities and self-serve model for funding Node.js work and draft statement of work test reliability. No change in any of those. Then we have a few issues on Docker-Node. This is new. The first one is pull request 2383 that has been open for some time, and I have been approved by a few people. Okay. Does this have any objection? Do we have? It's been open for quite some time. And let me see. Don't remember how many we are. We do not have quorum. Okay. However, this has been circulated for quite some time. Are there any people objecting to this? I am. Anybody objecting that I land that change? No? Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Landing this now. Okay. It's done. Then, next issue. Okay. Next issue is deprecate yarn v1 issue 32368 still in the Docker node repo.
So I think this is a direct follow on from the previous one about governance and
Yeah.
decisions not being made. Just a summary, this one I think is saying that the Docker images that we have include yarn version 1.
Yeah.
Which is it's something that isn't there on like any other. If you download the tarballs from Node, we don't include yarn. So this is something the Docker images do differently from other ways of getting Node. And there are concerns expressed about the actual status of yarn version 1 versus the ones that came along later. So this issue is proposing that, like from Node 26, that the Docker images no longer include yarn. So again, if people have objections, speak up in that. Otherwise, it sounds reasonable to not disrupt anyone's existing image use, but from like the next one, deprecate it so that if people want it, they can install it themselves, or base a Docker image on the Node ones. But yeah, this has been again open for a while, and like because we got into the situation where the working group appears to be the people that are left in the working group don't feel empowered to make the decisions, that the decisions aren't being made. So this is why the previous thing about going to an open governance model and at least trying to restart decision making in that space. So
yes, they're good. I approved. Anybody else? Are there any objections to this? I am going to land. Okay. Yeah, done. Okay. Perfect. We are being productive. So next issue is, let me write a couple of notes. Mm. Wow. Okay. Okay. Good. Next issue is issue 61613 of the Node.js node repo.
don't know if we've got anyone here that's been involved with the discussions. This is really for the people working on Encrypto as to where they think the source of truth for Encrypto is. Is it the source of truth, the node repository, and then thick code is mirrored across to Encrypto? Or, the reason to have the updated script is we think the source of truth is the Encrypto repo and the code is mirrored into, vended into Node. So yeah, I think this probably needs people that are actually working on Encrypto to
I defer
where they believe the source of truth of
to a
encryption.
time where James and Yagis are in the call. Let me add a note in the chat.
And myself, I
Yeah.
shouldn't be missing from the discussion. I
Yes,
joined
well-
today because Yagis indicated he would be joining today, but he isn't. So
Yagis, Jasnes, please coordinate to join the same TSC meeting where discuss this. Okay. Then next issue is transfer Datadog DC/DC polyfill to the org, issues 1019. This has been around for a long time. I asked for any objections 2 weeks ago in the issue tracker, no objections. I am going to ask Ruben to proceed.
Sounds good.
Okay. Bye. Bye, Philip. Thank you for joining.
bye.
Okay, I think we are at time. If you would like to stay a little bit longer, we need to talk a little bit about a private thing, and then I am and then that's it. Okay. Does anybody want to cover any strategic initiatives? No. Okay. Perfect. Thank you all for watching, folks. And I am going to stop the